Monday to you guys. President Donald Trump just departed the White House a few minutes ago. The president is heading to the Middle East for a three-country tour. His first stop will be in Saudi Arabia, followed by Qatar, where he will meet with officials and they will unveil the New Year Force One in Qatar, and then the president will travel to UAE, the United Arab Emirates. This is his first overseas trip under this Trump 2.0 administration. We remember, our audience will remember, Middle East was also his first trip during the first Trump administration. It points to the significant relationship between the U.S. and South and the Arab country, and the engagement between the two countries, between this region and the U.S. So the president, as I mentioned, will be there during this week, and he also mentioned that he might make a stop in Turkey, where there is conversation ongoing regarding, including relating to the Middle Israel and the Hamas, as well as to the Ukraine. So he said he might make a stop there to join that conversation. But before he left, the president signed a significant and major executive order that will significantly reduce the prices of prescription drug in the U.S., making it a lot affordable for American seniors as well as for low-income people. For example, the Ozempic drug, that a lot of people use to reduce their weight. The president said in the U.S. that drug costs upward of $1,200. Whereas in London, you only pay $800 for that. So with this new executive order, the president is proposing that, the lowest price that country in Europe and in other countries pay for that drug, for the same drug that American pay higher price for, that's the cost that American will be paying now. The lowest price that European and other countries are paying. A significant win. This is something that the president proposed during his first administration, and he worked on that during his first administration, part of his healthcare agenda, to lower the price of drug, as well as make the price of hospital payment to insurance, as well as hospital bill, to make it more transparent to patient, to consumer. So the previous administration, the Biden-Harris administration, also worked on reducing the price of drug. They brought down the price of insulin significantly to $35, capping it at $35 for people on Medicare Part D. And they also have a list of drugs that they negotiated through Medicare to bring down their price. So this new executive order is building on that. To actually bring all the prices of drug, not just on the drug negotiated to Medicare Part D or Medicaid, it will significantly bring down the cost of drug, prescription drug for all Americans. A major win for seniors Americans that live on limited income, as well as single parents or patients that are going through cancer treatment, where the cost of those drugs can cost upward of $1,800 at times. For someone like me that have to carry EpiPen around because of severe allergy reaction, the cost of EpiPen, even with a discounted price, is still capped around about $115, $120, and other allergy drug significantly adds up. So this we bring relief and put money back in American pocket that they can use for other things, to take care of their other bill, or go on vacation, or buy more grocery, buy more food, or provide significantly for their family as well. So this is a major win for the administration. Also, another major win that took place over the weekend. The Treasury Secretary and the USTR Administrator traveled to Switzerland to meet with their Chinese counterpart to discuss how to work together to resolve the tension between the two countries. They are the number one and the number two countries. So whatever happened between them, we have significant impact on global economics. So over the last 2 days, they met in Switzerland, where they have long, intense conversation, and at the end of it, they reached an agreement to have a 90-day temporary pause while they continue with their discussion. And in that 90-day, the US and both China are significantly reducing the price of the tariff. They're reducing it by at least 115%. So the 145 tariff that the President Donald Trump imposed will now go all the way down to 10%, which is the basic rate that the US have for other countries. So, but the other tariff that were imposed on fentanyl, as well as some other, those will remain in place. But the price on goods, and this is a significant win for small businesses that have been concerned, for consumers, as well as for American businesses that do a lot of businesses or manufacturing in China. So this trade, as they continue to work, the president has promised that it will do something to ensure that American businesses, especially small businesses, won't be impacted too much. So this is a win for small businesses and a win for American consumer as well, as this between the next 90 days, as the administration continue to work to resolve this trade tension and come to an agreement, a mutual agreement on a tariff rate. Another thing that took place today before the president left, I've already talked about the executive order on the pharmaceutical drug, as well as the US-China trade deal. Again, this built on just last week, where we have the trade deal between the US and UK that was signed on Thursday. So this brings another major win for the administration, or for the administrator. One thing before the president left, he did discuss, he was asked during the Oval Office meeting regarding the group of white Afrikaners that are arriving in the US today, that have been offered preferred refugee status as well as citizenship to resettle in the US due to the alleged allegation that they were being prosecuted and discriminated against in South Africa. Of course, the South African government have denied this allegation, that there is no prosecution. The issue regarding this stemmed from the New Land Expropriation Act that took effect in South Africa to redress some of the land discrimination that took place during the apartheid period. And the South African government have said they have no intention of forcefully taking land away from landowner. The issue is just to be able to redress some of the land discrimination that have taken place in the country. And the government, the President Ramaphosa and President Donald Trump, had a chance to talk about this over the phone last month when they had conversation regarding Russia and Ukraine ceasefire deal. So next week, President Donald Trump confirmed that next week South African leaders will meet with him, we presume, at the White House for a G20 meeting, and we expect that conversation regarding the land expropriation will be part of that discussion. South African Ramaphosa earlier today, during an event in Abidjan in Cote d'Ivoire, explained during a panel event that he explained to President Donald Trump what that the land appropriation means, that there is a misconception that is being spread around. And he said, the president said he understood. And President Donald Trump also explained during his Oval Office remarks this morning that it does not matter whether it was a white or black, is offering them to resettle here because they feel that what they allege regarding the prosecution and the killing that it could not stand by and see such thing continue to happen. Again, the South African government and South African people have said this is not true, that there is no discrimination and there is no killing, prosecution of this group of white Afrikaners. We will continue to follow this news. We have continued to give you guys those information as well. So there has been tension between South Africa and the US, but there is now ongoing, where there was silence, there is now ongoing conversation between the President Donald Trump and the President Ramaphosa, as well as their cabinet member, to resolve the trade tension issue between the two countries. So we expect next week we will be here, hopefully, to bring you those information as we get them. Again, the president should arrive in Saudi Arabia, his first leg of that trip, by tomorrow, and we will be bringing you all of those, whatever deal is made relating to trade or policy. We expect that probably there will be a significant energy deal announcement, as well as other investment in U.S. companies. The Saudi have already invested in this administration. In the first part of this administration, have announced significant investment in the U.S. for manufacturing. So we expect that there will be other announcements from the Saudi, from Qatar, as well as from the UAE. We know these partners also have significant investment across African countries, and they have been a key could be a key major moderator negotiation regarding the war in Sudan, trying to find a ceasefire to that, as well as helping to help to negotiate the DRC and the Rwanda ceasefire on the principle, as well as the ongoing ceasefire. So we will be bringing you all of those things throughout this week. You can see, like, today is just Monday. We already have a lot going on, and we expect the rest of the week also to be busy. And again, I will be here bringing you up to date all of those information.
States where your administration is going to welcome them as refugees. Now this comes as you've halted virtually all refugee admissions for people fleeing famine and war from countries like Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Why are you creating an expedited path into the country for Afrikaners but not others?
Because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed. Now, South Africa leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week. And, we're supposed to have I guess a G20 meeting there or something, but we're having a G20 meeting. I don't know how we can go unless that situation's taken care of, but it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me, but white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they'd talk about it. That would be the only story they'd talk about. And I don't care who they are. I don't care about their race, their color. I don't care about their height, their weight. I don't care about anything. I just know that what's happening is terrible. I have people that live in South Africa. They say it's a terrible situation taking place. So we've essentially extended citizenship to those people to escape from that violence and come here. Yeah.